Hey guys, I have a new video for you for Eid. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. So first off, I'm going to be starting off with primer on the eyelid. And I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r eyeshadow primer. My eyelids are very oily, and since it's the summertime, it's extremely oily. So I make sure to put on an eyeshadow primer so the eyeshadow doesn't crease or move throughout the day. To create a good base for the eyeshadow, I'm putting on my concealer on my eyelids. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Tan. And I'm using my Morphe G13 brush to blend this out. Sometimes it's good to do this step because when you put on your foundation, it's really hard to get into the inner corners because you have eyeshadow there. So it's good to kind of do this so you can have some concealer right there. I have just zoomed you guys in just a little bit so you can see the eyeshadow close up. I'm going to be taking the shade Incense from the Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette to set the concealer. And I'm just taking any large fluffy brush for the eye for this. This is just the Sigma Tapered Blending Brush E40. I feel like nowadays people don't use Sigma brushes as much and they're only using Morphe brushes. Sigma was pretty expensive back then, and I remember like purchasing a lot of brushes from them, but I feel like Morphe is it's like the same quality or even better at a reasonable price. I'm going to be using the entire Norvina palette for this eye look today, so I'm going to be going into the shade Love, which is a blush tone right here, and I'm going to be applying that to the crease. I'm going to be taking the same brush that I used to like dust all that color. So now I'm applying that blush shade into the crease. I'm going back and forth in this little area right here, and I'm making sure that I'm looking straight in the mirror and I can see the color when I look straight, and also making sure I'm not going too high or too low. Just right above this line right here that I had my natural fold on the eyelids. Usually transition shades are for when you're using like dark shades or any other shade on the eyelid. It creates a nice gradient of the eyeshadow so it doesn't look too harsh. If you're going to use a dark shadow, it kind of just blends into the skin seamlessly. Alright, now that we have that transition shade in, we're going to go in with the darker colors. For a darker color, I'm going to start off with the shade Passion right here, and I'm going to take that in the outer and inner crease. And I'm just using the brush that came with it. So right here, I'm applying it to the outer crease over here, kind of doing a little V up over here right now, and making sure I'm blending it up higher into the crease. I'm doing the inner crease. I want to make sure I'm connecting the crease on top. I'm just kind of going back and forth where we had the crease color originally. So we have a gap in the middle a little bit. It looks a little bit different because of the lighting in my room, but I assure you it's the same. So now that we have it laid down, I'm going to go into the shade called Drama, and it's like this blackberry shimmery shade that we have over here. I'm going to take this shade with the flat brush that they have and apply that in the same areas I applied that dark matte shade. For now, I don't have to blend, I'm just going to pack it onto the areas. Now that I have the color down, I'm going to be taking the kind of like blending side of the flat brush and kind of like connect it on the crease and blend out the edges. I'm going to be taking the other fluffy side and just blending the edges out more. Now that I have that blended out on both sides, I'm going to be taking this nice purple like lavender shade called Celestial right here, and I'm going to be just cleaning off with the brush that I have over here, and I'm going to be taking that with the flat side and putting it in the center to create a halo. It's not showing up as much as I want it to with the brush, so I'm going to be applying some Fix Plus to my brush and then applying it to the lid. There we go. See, now you can see that there is much more of a pigment on there with the Fix Plus. So I'm literally just sweeping it down the center where I had kept it empty. I'm going to take a bit more. Actually, I'm going to take the shadow on the brush and I'm going to spray it a little bit. And then take some more shadow. So I really want to pack a punch with the shade. I don't want it to disappear with all the darkness around it. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like right now. Keep in mind that once you apply eyeliner and some lashes, we're probably gonna go back and like deepen up some stuff. So for now, I'm gonna keep it as is, and I'm gonna go into eyeliner. So for my eyeliner, I'm gonna be using my Lancome Grandiose eyeliner, and this has been forever my favorite for the longest time. This eyeliner is like super black and super matte, and if you tear or anything, it doesn't run. It will peel off when it's getting a little like old, but it'll never like run on you and like ruin your eyeshadow. Okay, so we have the eyeliner done, and I'm going to just do some brow highlight. For the brow highlight, we're going to be using the shade Dreamer up here. It's a shimmery champagne shade that has a bit pink tone to it. I'm going to apply it to the brow. Alright, and now I'm going to quickly do my face off camera and be back so we can finish off the under eye and mascara and some lashes. Alright, so we have a full face on right now, and now we're going to finish off the lower lashes and some mascara and lashes and lipstick, and we should be done. So for my lower lashes, I'm going to be going back to the same palette, and I'm going to be using the same brush. I'm going to take this shade Soul over here because it's a very interesting cool tone, like violet lavender color. So I'm going to be taking that on this brush over here, and I'm going to be smudging it on the lower lash line. I'm going to go a little lower than usual today. I'm going to be pulling my lower lashes a little bit lower. I'm going to take the shade Volatile right here and apply that on the lower lashes. And I'm also connecting it to the eyeshadow on top, right under the eyeliner. And now I'm going to be taking the Rose Gold and the Celestial together and smudging that on the lower lash line. For the inner corner, I'm going to be taking the highlight that I applied on my face. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter for the inner corner highlight. And I'm using the Sigma pencil brush E30. To darken the lower lash line, I'm going to be applying some black gel liner. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon, and this is the black shade. And I'm going to be doing something interesting. I'm going to be applying it to the outer and inner corner and leaving the center empty. For mascara, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, and this is the deluxe size. You want to make sure when you're putting mascara, you get the top part of your lashes, because a lot of times the eyeshadow or the concealer you can put kind of touches the top lashes, so when you look down, you see a bit powder or eyeshadow on it, so you want to make sure that you're applying it on top as well. So I'm going to grab it like this on top and just roll. The eyes done, we just have lashes left to put on. I'm going to be putting on my lipstick, and I'll be right back. So I have the lipstick on right now. I'm going to be putting on some lashes. I'm going to just look for a pair of lashes that I can just like plop on. And I'll be putting on the shady and jewelry, and I'll be right back. This is the final look that I came up with for Eid, and I have put on some Lilly lashes, the lashes in Miami, and now I have the full complete look on. If you guys want to see the details of the rest of my face, then please look down at the description bar. I'll list everything I used over there. But mostly the eyes are very simple, yet they look very dramatic right now. You can add a little bit glitter if you want, but I kind of wanted to keep it simple. The sequins on the shady kind of have like a light lavender hint to it. That's why I really wanted to add that center color. If you wanted to add more of a punch afterwards and you think that the eyeshadow kind of went away, you can definitely go back into the palette and then go into the center and reapply that. There's a lot of times where I do my entire makeup and eyeshadow and I feel like I need to add a little bit more of a punch of color or glitter. I always go back and add some. It's not going to ruin anything as long as you're not touching the eyeliner or the lashes, so you're perfectly fine. So see, now since I added that, add a little bit of a punch to the eyeshadow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative, and I hope you guys have a great Eid ahead of you, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye.